Welcome back, artists. This week we'll be doing an op art drawing. To make this op art drawing, you're going to need a piece of white paper, and I'm going to show you how to turn it into squares. So you'll need a scissor to cut it into a square from a rectangle if you're using copy paper. Next, to do the drawing, we're going to need a pencil and a ruler, and then a Sharpie to go over your outlines. Next, you'll need to add color. I used colored pencil, but you're welcome to use crayon, pastel, marker, anything you want to use to add color into the sections after. All right, let's get started on these op art spiraling staircase drawings. Okay, artists, let's get started by making our paper into a square. If you're using a regular piece of copy paper, and I know we've done this on these videos before, but we can easily make a square by folding a triangle. So I want you to grab the bottom right corner of your paper, and we're going to pull it all the way up until it's flat with the top. You can either fold here, or if you don't want to leave a crease, you can just take a pencil or pen and mark where the paper hits. Once you have the line, you can go ahead and use your ruler or fold it. And then once you have the extra, go ahead and cut that piece off. Okay, now that you have a square, let's go ahead and get started on drawing the spiral staircase for the op art effect. Okay, once you have your paper square, we're gonna go ahead and draw all the lines. I've already sketched mine in pencil, but I'm gonna go over mine in Sharpie, which you can also outline yours to show you how we're gonna make these lines. So if you look at it, we're basically making an off-center square that's gonna keep repeating itself in and in. So it's gonna seem complicated, but we're actually just doing the same thing over and over. So what I want you to do is grab your ruler. We're gonna go about 1.5 inches or 1 inch from the edge of the paper. Set your ruler there, and then we're gonna tilt it down. And basically this is what we're gonna be doing the whole time. We're gonna be going to a corner, tilting our ruler down to create a long diagonal line that's going to make like a long skinny triangle. So first I'm gonna go spin my paper around, do every single side. So there's one. I'm gonna spin it. And then I'm gonna do it again. So again, 1 inch, 1.5 inches to the side. Start there, tilt my ruler down. And I'm gonna connect these lines until I make a square. Spin again. 1 inch, 1.5 inches from the top, start there, tilt your ruler down. The wider you make the triangles, the less you'll have to make. So it kind of just depends on what kind of effect you're trying to make. And then last one to complete my off-center square. Again, 1 inch, 1.5 inches from the top. Set my ruler, slant it down. Okay, so now you can see I just made an off-center square. And now I'm just gonna keep repeating that inside of this over and over and over until I get to the middle. So I'm gonna speed the video up after I do a couple, just so you can see it and get the hang of it and make it yourself, and then we'll talk about coloring it in. So treating this top line of the square like it's the top of the paper, I'm gonna go 1 inch in, tilt my ruler down, and create another skinny triangle inside of this one. So basically you're taking the square and you're kind of rotating it inside every time. Go where my last triangle left off, tilt my ruler down. Give it a spin. Go where my last triangle left off, put my ruler there, point it down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and speed things up for you. Once you get to the very center, I just have room left for one little square in the middle. So you're still creating the triangles, but just so you know, it's gonna create, or if you wanna make a diamond on your last shape, that's fine too. Okay, so you should have it going all the way down to a teeny square. So you have your rotating squares going all around, and it already looks pretty cool. And then once we add the color into it, that's going to make it really give the illusion. So what I did is I chose the two sides across from each other, and I chose 3 different colors. So in this case I did red, orange, pink. And I just repeated those, twisting all the way to the middle. And then on the other side I chose to do cool colors for a contrast. So I did blue, green, and purple on this and had those spin in. And then what really helps the optical illusion is doing a little bit of shading. So on the top of the triangles or the very corners, if you color a little bit darker or add a little bit darker teal, darker purple into that, fading into light, it's gonna help give the illusion that it's twisting, because that shadow is gonna be kind of drawing your eye over when you go through. Okay, if you participate in this op art project, we would love to see what you worked on. Go ahead and send us a picture. Thank you for making art with us, and we will see you again next week. Bye.